into tangible outcomes. This is again not merely an administrative exercise. It is a strategic necessity. A stronger African Union is an engine of a stronger Africa, and reform is the bridge between aspiration and achievement. Without it, the promise of Agenda 2063 risks remaining unfulfilled. Central to this renewal is financial independence. For far too long, a significant share of the Union's program has depended on external financing, undermining ownership, constraining strategic autonomy, and limiting our capacity to act with speed and certainty. Africa must fund its own priorities, set its own agenda, and engage the world from a position of confidence and self-determination. Unity and ownership are not abstract ideals. They are the foundations of our collective strength. At the same time, the call for reform must extend beyond our continent to every architecture of global governance. Reform is no longer a matter of preference. It is a matter of justice. A system that marginalizes Africa cannot claim legitimacy. Let me repeat that. I have said, and I want to say this with clarity, a system that marginalizes Africa cannot claim legitimacy. And a global order that excludes a continent of 1.5 billion people is inherently incomplete. Nowhere is this more evident than in the United Nations Security Council. A council that excludes Africa cannot effectively secure Africa. And without Africa, there can no longer be global security. Representation, therefore, is not symbolic. It is essential to building a stable and credible international system. Equally urgent is the reform of the international financial architecture. Today's system reflects a different era and does not adequately respond to Africa's realities. The cost of capital remains disproportionately high. Access to long-term financing is constrained, and the pathway to development is unnecessarily burdened. If the cost of capital remains punitive, then the promise of development becomes performative, that you have to do something to get it. Reform must restore fairness to finance, expanding access to affordable capital for infrastructure, industrialization, and climate resilience, while ensuring that global institutions evolve to support rather than to hinder Africa's ambition. This, honorable members, is not an